Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Disillusioned Plays. Last time we found out that Ron Delight was apparently being blackmailed by someone or other for some unknown reason. Also, Larry Butts, Phoenix's old friend, decided to come back and was clearly only approaching Ron's wife for the most selfless of reasons.
Purely the best reasons of just like only
purely
wanting to
humanitarian.
Help out. I was going to say help out an old friend, but he's not a friend at all. Just like he just wanted to.
He'd like
help
to
him,
be her friend.
Help him out of the kindness of his heart.
Yep.
Nothing else.
But before we jump back in, I'm Taylor.
I'm Pete.
I'm Sarah.
Okay. So, should we get rolling?
Let's roll.
Yep.
Let's roll out.
Is there ever going to be an episode of Phoenix Wright that doesn't mention Turnabout? I think I'll drop dead of shock if there is.
I'm pretty sure they all do. So.
Do they? Even the newer ones?
Oh, then I couldn't say about the newer ones.
Yeah, because I haven't played those, so.
No.
It should actually be Phoenix Wright Ace Turnabout.
Ace Turnabout, yes.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not actually sure about the Apollo Justice ones either. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
So.
Now I'm just seeing this. So he does have regular push pins in the wall for some of the documents.
Yeah.
It's just he's run out of push pins and then has just started resorting to using daggers.
Well, I like the one. I like that. Like at least a couple of them kind of look like pirate scimitars. Like the one. Like, do you see like the goldish one? Like it looks like a pirate.
Yeah, it looks
sword.
like a. It does.
It's just I just imagine
your whore, matey.
Although to be fair, I mean he's got the little boat in the bottle as well, hasn't he? So.
I mean, could you imagine like the neighbour next door and he's just got the point sticking out the other side of the wall?
It's like really thin drywall. So every time he stabs it through, it's just like, son of a. He started hanging things up again, Ma.
Never ever bash your head against the wall.
No. Don't lean against that part of the wall, guys.
Okay, so Atmey Detective Agency, October 12th.
Ah! Mr. Nick! Mr. Bayer!
Pearly!
I never thought I'd see the two of you again!
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot to mention that bit. So last time, Pearl had been sent off on her own to try to find clues, and neither Nick nor Maya thought it might be a bad idea to send a 9-year-old wandering around a city she was unfamiliar with by herself without a ways of contacting them.
She did kind of go of her own accord, didn't she?
She wanted to be helpful.
She insisted, like...
Yeah,
yes, but she's 9.
Also, yes. Yes, you're right.
I mean, there's no responsibility.
When a 9-year-old says, "Mommy, I want to make dinner," you say, "Well, that's very nice, sweetie, but I don't want the kitchen to look like a bomb went off."
I'm pretty sure
I
that's
don't
not
want you
quite
to
what
hurt
say.
yourself.
Yes, that's
Mommy,
more...
I want to drive a car. You say no. You're not tall enough to reach the pedals.
Exactly. You don't say no because I don't want you to destroy my car and explode in a fiery ball of death. You say that your feet won't touch the pedals, so no, you can't. You're not tall enough yet.
When you're older.
When you're older.
When you're older. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office?
Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight.
It's all the ellipses.
Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last?
See, I was thinking something seems different, but oh no, yeah, I was going to say I did actually notice what it was, and it was the bag in the middle of the table.
Which you can't see because Maya's stood in the way.
Maya's great big chunk.
Hey! I know I like hamburgers, but come on, I'm not that big.
No, she's not. To be honest,
Maya's going to run into a real problem when her metabolism slows down.
That's
like, even a little bit.
Like, she's all right now, but like, yeah, she. If this game was like, if it simulated real life, she would be. She'd be quite a big girl, I think.
Aww.
The thing of it was, I was like,
I'm gonna help you. Just let me finish my hamburgers.
You're being very cruel.
I am being cruel. I'm sorry.
No, so it's like, but I was like that, when I was like 17, I could eat like pizza and hamburgers and eat an entire bag of chips and I'd still weigh like 130 pounds.
And
I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, there was like people like I used to work with. It's like, what?
Yeah, there was a guy you worked with who would eat like an entire trifle every day.
Yeah, or he'd like eat like a 4-pack of donuts and an entire like either trifle or cheesecake to himself in one sitting. I'm like, how?
Daily.
How? Daily. I'm like, I just look at it and put like 7 pounds
and
on.
he was
It's
a
like,
beanpole.
what?
He was an absolute beanpole. He
Yeah.
was, you know, he
Just
yeah,
like,
not
seriously,
an ounce of
dude.
fat on him. So he obviously had the most extreme gym regime in the world.
That or like super metabolism.
It's kind of funny because it reminds me a little bit of like it's Anko from Naruto, right? Because in the original series, Anko is like the super skinny ninja chick.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as it moves over to like Boruto, where I guess this is when Naruto's all grown up, she's like gained like 200 pounds or something.
Whoa.
And apparently it was because when she was a ninja, she ate she ate crap all the time, but it didn't matter because she was constantly running around. And as soon as she slowed down, she didn't stop eating as much. And so she just kept eating a bunch of dango and she just gained a lot of weight.
Oh dear. Not good.
So, so welcome to the Weight Cast. Welcome to Weight Watch 2020.
Oh, Jesus.
Keep on running, folks. Keep on the treadmill, everybody.
Exercise is important.
Exercise is important. Stay healthy. What have we done?
Offended a lot of people, probably.
I'm not calling our viewers. I'm not saying anything about our viewers. That would be rude. We don't know.
No, it's just sharing a personal experience. My metabolism was at one point fast enough that I could eat as many hamburgers as Maya does and still stay skinny. And I'm just saying that eventually, if her metabolism slows down, it's not going to go well.
She's going to have a problem.
That's going to be a whole lot of Maya.
God.
Doesn't it look like something? Shall we continue?
Anyway, shall we? Yeah, let's carry on.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Now that you mention it.
Oh, I mean,
now that you mention it.
This.
The
roaring fire.
Whoa, it's a huge hearth.
That's a fireplace.
Is it going to be like the ladder conversation?
I was about to say.
Yeah, it literally
what's
is.
the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
I can't believe they've done the ladder thing with the fireplace.
Right. Sorry.
So now I feel like I'm going to have to
they're not going to say, I feel like we've had this conversation before.
I feel like I'm going to have to like click on every fireplace.
Oh no.
Let's look at the elephant in the room.
This bag. I'm sure it wasn't here before.
What if there's a mask star demask costume inside?
Da, da, da.
And it turns out there's 2 mask star demasks.
Oh my. Mask
know.
star demask. His twin brother.
It's like, well, I'm better, so I have 2 stars. Have you read this one?
Yes,
Sarah?
I have.
Cheers.
It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here.
A body.
Oh God. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up.
Sassy face.
Maya has no respect for people's personal property. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
Once again, Taylor proves that he is in fact Nick.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation.
That's true. And truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious.
Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth.
I'm gonna be honest, my mind's in a really bad place right now.
Family friendly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything, but the innuendo is...
It's clearly a can of Pringles.
A can of Pringles.
Or perhaps a cricket bat.
A cricket bat.
Oh,
uh-oh.
Well, hello there.
He's here!
Indubitably. What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? Do the contents of my gym bag interest you that much?
Do you like
really
the smell of my musk? My musky gym clothes.
I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm really sorry. Look, Maya made me do it.
Boom. It's like, right, sit, bye.
Point the blame.
Selling it straight
Directly
down the
under the bus.
That's it. It's like,
Nick! I can't believe you!
A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior.
Oh, finally, a true gentleman.
a true
You're
gentleman.
welcome.
A true gentleman would ask his small boy servant to do it for him.
What do you mean, Professor?
Be quiet, Luke. I'm busy solving this wonderful puzzle.
Shh. If you have 3 dolphins and 4 bears, how many pots will it take to carry the Kool-Aid across the river?
I just love the whole this thing of like, it's like walking into the guy's office, the bag's on the table, like, oh, what should we do? This could be really useful for our investigation.
This reminds me of a riddle.
This reminds me of a puzzle. If you have 3 sheep and 7 dolphins and 2 pieces of string, how far is it to the moon?
Oh, I found a coin!
Yeah. Crikey. It's like rattling the piggy bank.
The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. As clear as the monocle magnifying glass which resides upon my face, except not really because it's opaque from the front. Tomorrow's trial. Zvani!
Is even opaque in the painting.
Yes, it is.
Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? I have no idea what I just said.
Gone totally over my head.
I don't want anyone to be dropping their
You're the
panties
British
right now.
people. This seems like an idiom.
Sir William dropping his panties.
Before lunchtime. See, there's
it-
William
is it-
Tell, but that's an
I give
apple.
up. I don't.
I feel like is it vaguely a reference to the whole like catching Jerry with his trousers
Down. I mean, yes, I would imagine so. But so
It's a
William?
really vague link, unless we're just totally stupid.
Yeah, we're just not cultured
I think
enough,
that's
obviously.
I think we're just a bunch of thickies. We're not clever enough. We're just not clever
Watch,
enough.
the next line is going to be like Phoenix saying, I've never heard that expression before in my life.
And then he'll explain it.
Well, what are you on about? Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's going to be really exciting.
Wow, apparently Maya really lives to see people dropping their panties.
Whoa, now.
Oh, no, I guess not.
Nope. For once, we were proven wrong. Tomorrow's
Shall never
trial?
What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow that's so dramatic? Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place.
Ooh, bird.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sick birds.
That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Hey!
I'm barely savaging him now.
Do you want me to explain where Maya would be right now if I wasn't a lawyer? Like, she'd be framed 3 separate times for murder.
Or
And
dead.
potentially dead, yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Luke Atmey, will take the stand.
Oh boy.
And then, Zvani, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators.
No, that's strange.
That's mean.
Like, what evidence does he have there?
Conspirators?
Did I stutter? You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, It is not I that is your greatest enemy. There is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial.
Is it evidence?
I will unleash an entire menagerie of snakes and spiders to keep things lively.
In this bag are bees.
Bees. Not the bees.
Dr. Bees.
It's just bees. An endless swarm of bees. The pain.
What are you talking about?
Sir Lawyer, if you are truly who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot.
The one who I've mentioned about 10 times, and it's never
It's never been him.
It's like, oh, this is gonna be Godot. Oh.
No, it's Larry.
Oh, it's
that guy.
Godot? You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. Why do I feel like a German teenager when I say that? Anyway, to try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty.
Hey! Last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is Damask.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Delight. Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah. Delight.
Delight.
No, it's just like, it's yeah.
Delight and Demask.
Yeah.
My dear lady. Times may change, but people sadly do not. I would know my own mother's been the same since I was but a lad. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature.
I don't like.
How old is he? Can we see?
Surely we have a profile. There he is.
He's gonna be like 30.
34.
Yeah,
Which is like ancient by Phoenix Wright standards.
How old's like Ron?
I think he's like 28 or something, isn't he?
23.
Oh no, 23.
Oh, sorry,
Jeez.
I totally missed him.
He looks like 10.
I just can't understand, like, he looks so effeminate.
Yep.
I just can't unsee, like, a girl. I know.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Who is this Godot person?
It's not surprising that the spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Does that mean he's dead?
You're just gonna, like, hold a seance?
Godot. A legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. You know, I feel like this has happened every single time I've fought someone in court, and almost every time I've still beaten them. I mean, there was Francisco, who was supposed to be a genius, then there was Manfred von Karma, who was also supposed to be undefeated, then there was Edgeworth. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I'm the best lawyer of all time.
I've almost got all of my gym badges.
I will crush them.
I could see Phoenix collecting gem badges.
Yeah.
Just like he takes the attorney's badge of each person he defeats and just pins it on his lapel.
He's got like 2 already, hasn't he?
Prosecutor Godot?
But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, I guess you'd think that we'd have heard of him if he was the best in the country.
Isn't that right, Nick?
It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad.
Well, you see, I keep tabs on all of his travel arrangements.
Huh?
In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country.
Oh, there we go.
I refuse to believe that. I don't think Edgeworth would ever say anyone else is better than him unless it was extracted from slow, painful torture, and even then...
And you agree with that?
Yes. Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Atmey of the prosecutor's office.
Oh boy.
I like, as it's gone on, like the Atmey has got more Atmey.
Atmey.
Like, look at me.
You must put the correct emphasis on my name.
I'm just waiting until like, in the end, it'll be full on look at me.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow.
Yeah, against this nobody who we've never heard of, who's obviously going to be like really rubbish, right?
Mr. Nick, is this gunner really that strong?
Well, it's not really a contest of strength. I seem to remember hearing about someone like that.
Flashback.
Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance.
What? Really?
Like his daughter.
Like, see, that makes sense. And if he means their daughter, then that would make sense. I just imagine, like, some people who are just like, oh, do you think he'll come to this cafe? Oh, like, I've been waiting here for years. Oh, my weary
This is
bones.
why every taxi driver in this country hates him. Because every single time, they wait their entire lives to pick him up.
And yet this guy's gonna be like 20 years old.
Yeah.
So it's like some people wait their entire lives for his appearance. He's gonna be like 20, isn't he? So just 20 years. Like, how long have these people... I don't understand. I just don't understand.
It looks like we're done investigating for the...
Oh,
Wait,
there we
why?
Oh,
What?
why? You,
I guess this is the Morgana thing, where it's like, nope, you've done everything you can do for the day. Time to go to bed.
you need
Go
to
to
sleep.
But it's 3 p.m.
Go to bed.
Sleep.
Go to bed.
Sleep.
Sleep.
It looks like we're done investigating for the day.
Sorry, Taylor. Or am I?
It looks like we're done investigating for the day.
It's time to sleep. I had flashbacks to Mr. Payne then.
Sir Lawyer, the stage has been set, and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. Wait, are we playing chess or dancing? A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. I like that the ring sparkles
Yeah,
once.
little sparkle just as it goes to be continued. Little campy song. Oh, it just gets worse each time, that
Yeah,
little
it does.
jingle. Right, so I think we probably should go ahead and save.
Yep. Safety save and all that.
Alright, team.
It's time.
It's the... Wow. They really do take... They just haven't... They haven't advanced at all in their jobs, have they? Those two
No.
guys.
They're just happy where they
We'll
are.
be here until we die. We'll be
Oh,
fine.
those I was gonna say those are the guys who have been waiting for Godot their entire lives.
Yes.
Maybe. That's it.
Maybe today is their day.
Because it turns out that he's never actually stepped into a courtroom. So, like, it's a miracle that
He just
anybody knows him.
materializes.
It's just like,
thin
yeah,
air.
like, he's the best prosecutor who's never been in a courtroom and never been seen by anybody. And it's like, who the freaking hell is this guy?
Hey, Nick.
What is it? Is something wrong?
Nah. But did you see all those people in there? It's crazy.
She says about an empty room that has exactly no more or less people than it has ever had.
Oh, so check out Mask Star Damask Glossy I brought.
Glossy.
Why? You bought this? Where?
From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale.
You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff.
And, well, you know, you did leave me your credit card, and so, well, I just thought, what the hey?
Ron.
This is going to be Ron.
Yes.
Really pathetic.
Oh, yeah, it was me. It was me.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot it was me.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
you.
Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Was it like that? It was kind of like that.
Yeah, it was.
Who's screaming like that?
It was kind of like, there we go. I've got it. Oh,
Oh,
Mr.
boy.
Wright, you made it.
Yeah, I did. But it doesn't look like things are gonna get any less ugly for you.
Hey.
Why are you crying?
Things
Or are you
don't-
sweating? I can't tell.
Things don't get ugly for me, Mr. Wright. I'm always beautiful. But
I like
I
that
think I
he
get
basically
the
has
sentiment.
MMO pauldrons. Like, the pauldrons are so large that they are roughly the size of his face.
yeah, I mean,
They're epaulets, not
he-
pauldrons, but you know.
He wouldn't look out of place in World of Warcraft, would he?
No.
No.
Or perhaps a Warhammer. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me!
He's at it again.
I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it!
But you don't have the sacred urn, right?
Oh, that old thing? No, why would I? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean I didn't commit the crime.
Normally, when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes.
Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So, make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please!
You don't really know how this whole lawyering thing works, do you?
No. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie.
Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour! Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like
Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you.
Oh, good. Does that mean I can go home?
Well, you see, actually,
Can I tell you something, Nicky boy?
You're raising my rate?
I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent.
Oh, good. So
was-
I can just present you as evidence then. Spectacular.
He was with me the entire time, if you know what I mean.
Oh boy.
I think she was actually riding her motorcycle while he was supposedly robbing the place.
Yeah. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you.
This does sound like the setup to some kind of peculiar film.
That's the face of a person who would murder you in cold blood by running you over with a motorcycle.
While
Yeah.
smiling like that.
It does, yeah. She's, is it Yandere?
Yes.
Yandere?
So why are you smiling when you say it?
Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck.
Oh boy.
To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is masked star to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. I have to earn my money somehow. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now.
Oh.
Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom.
The orc.
Oi.
Oi! No! For the time being, I guess I'll just have to trust Desiree.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, it's on. Oh, there he
There
is.
it is.
Hey, Pete, I think this is actually Godot.
You're right
Excuse me.
there.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh boy.
What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment?
Is that okay? Not do?
Yeah.
What? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides.
Oh, that's a relief, because usually you wind up passing the verdict about halfway through the case, and then I have to argue with you for 10 minutes to get you to stop passing the verdict, and then you come to the correct one.
Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be.
Oh, damn.
That's a rule to live by. Who are you?
What are you doing in my court?
I don't believe I've ever seen you before, or even heard of you.
Am I dreaming again?
No, I just really like that. Who are you? Like, Nick's been, like, told, like, oh, yes, the amazing Godot. Everyone's been waiting their entire lives, and even the judge doesn't know who he is. Like, he's that popular.
Are you supposed to be some kind of celebrity or something?
Such a well-known, amazing prosecutor. The next line will explain this, though, won't it?
Yeah, probably.
I'm Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
Smooth
Yeah, you want to know how many times I've heard that one?
Some smooth jazz. Sorry, I like his theme. Oh, he's the one.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Fragrance of dark coffee.
That's the one. Oh, he's the one that Detective Atmey was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you, to the point where I've never actually heard of it. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? None. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before.
You were joking about it.
Well, you know.
You were joking about him never having set foot in a courtroom, and yet.
But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost, but I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna need something to throw in just a minute here.
Like a mug of coffee, perhaps.
Yes, but a mask.
Oops.
Pete's breaking the room, guys.
What did I do? Ow! Where did the controller go?
I don't know. Under your
It
chair.
ended up behind me.
It's just all going wrong now.
Okay, so what was the last line of dialogue? Who was it?
It's like a
mask in a courtroom?
Yeah,
a
sorry.
mask at a court
I
of
just,
law.
was so distracted by everything slipping, like the controller just like leapt out of my hands and then just threw everything everywhere. Excuse me.
Ha. Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts.
Are you a lawyer or a Persona protagonist?
Take my heart.
This guy's the real deal, alright, Nick.
Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? Like I said, I've heard this whole undefeated thing about 20 times already.
He's also got a nickname for him.
Yep.
Of course.
So we finally meet, Mr. Phoenix Tried.
Huh?
Nick? Is he a friend of yours?
No. I don't have any friends that call me trite. Just Phoenix.
Yeah, who is this man?
I want to believe that he's referring to like who he is as a person, but the way it's phrased makes it sound like Nick has once again been struck by his early onset Alzheimer's and just does not remember the name of the man that was literally just introduced. Just who is this masked man? GoBot?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
Oh.
What?
Well then, Prosecutor Gobbo. It's not Gobbo. It's Godot. You're up. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite.
What is it?
Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two.
Is he like grasping an invisible cup of coffee there?
I was just going to say, they got very lazy on the animation there. Very lazy. His hand was like this, like he was like gripping a cup.
Yes.
And he's not holding the cup, but of course the bar's over it. But these are transparent. I wonder if they didn't bother not doing it.
No, the coffee will come in.
No, I know, but it was just there, and it just looked wrong.
I think they're probably just reusing the sprite.
No, they've never done that in a Phoenix Wright game.
Well then, let's hear from the first witness.
Hey, it's Gumshoe.
Hey, it's just gonna be me talking to myself for like days.
So, you know what I realized? And I think this was because I saw some old videos of Doom. But I wonder if Gumshoe's eyebrow thing is a reference to Doom Guy, because Doom Guy's...
Yes. I completely agree. It's something that I've pondered myself.
Yeah, because the sprite does it, doesn't it? The old one.
On the original Doom, the Doom Guy at the bottom.
Yeah.
He's sort of like, looking around at his
I think it might be right, Taylor, there, to be fair.
Yeah. It just seemed like a really random thing to say, but no, I think you're completely right. Oh, sorry. Was it...
my name is...
Yeah, my name is... Sorry, I just totally forgot the accent for a second.
No one's asked you for your name, witness.
You're supposed to ask for name and occupation. That's how Edgeworth would have done it.
The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening.
Yes, sir.
All right, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn.
Yes, sir. It's got a little bit more like this. It's not quite supposed to be quite this bad.
Why doesn't anyone remember my name, pal?
Hey, pal, come on. Yeah, Mask Star Damask is a master thief that first started his crime spree about 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. Yeah, this was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces, like the sacred urn.
That's worth nothing, pal.
That's why we're sure it was Mask Star Damask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. Sorry, I just saw moat.
Moat.
Like a weird acronym of moat. Right, so apologies. Yeah, that's why
I wonder if they're gonna like take a brief break to be like, what does MO mean? It stands for modus operandi, which is how the criminal commits the crime. Huh, I'll have to try to remember that for later. And then they'll have a flashback that explains MO again.
Yeah. Like,
What's the T stand for?
What was that thing? What was that thing that Gumshoe said before?
That's why we're sure it was Mask Star Damask, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
I don't know what that
Why? I don't know what
it's like I'm having to juggle 3 voices and I'm just like, I can't deal with it. Yeah, that's why we're sure it was Mask Star Damask, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
It fits his moat.
It says MOT.
So then the actual identity of this Mask Star Damask is... Mr. Cadeau, what are you...
There we go.
There you are, darling.
How? Just how? I have questions.
He's just got one of the bailiffs on the end, just constantly supplying him with coffee, sliding it down.
Dark roast. Slides down my gullet like a beautiful dream.
Oh boy.
We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Cadeau. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee.
You do know this is not a poetry slam, right? Like we're actually trying to do something here?
I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed.
Is that how you would describe your coffee, Taylor?
Yes.
Very well. It's only coffee after all. It can't be used as any kind of projectile weapon. It cannot cause injury. I presume it's iced coffee, right? Sure. Okay.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial, both literally and figuratively.
Well, he didn't slide.
His coffee did. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what's he going to do?
I'm going to cross-examine him, Maya.
It's what we usually do.
As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity. He said very loudly so that everyone could hear him.
As long as...
All we can do is show that it wasn't Mask Star to Mask who stole the urn. Aha! I know! If he only goes after the most precious art pieces, then why'd he go after a piece of garbage?
Yeah.
It seems like that would be the logical conclusion. So, let's just go over here. Right, so...
Objection!
I'm gonna press him first, just to be sure.
Art pieces? Like what, for example?
Oh, well, his first target was the famous tear of Emanon.
What's that? Some kind of specially salty teardrop?
No, sir. It's a blue diamond, a single, rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bongora. You know, the thing you put on your head? After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Atmey retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum.
Thank you. Hold your applause.
Bailiff! Silence that man! What is he doing in this courtroom? Get him out! He's not impartial. Get him out of the jury.
Detective Atmey retrieved the portrait. Yep. Okay.
And the target of his fifth and last robbery was the sacred urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces?
Well, we assume he must have some underworld connection. Freak me eyebrows, I can't stop.
Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type.
Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld.
Hey, that's not fair.
Bailiff! Silence the witness!
I'm like,
Please,
gangster.
don't hurt me.
I bruise so easily.
Okay, I'm gonna do a safety save.
Safety save.
It's still freaking jingle.
Oh,
Let's try.
Safety save.
Let's do this one.
boom.
Yep.
We're on it.
I just
There
wanted
goes
to.
the music.
I mean, I would have just presented it, but I just, the amount of times we've gone, oh yeah, it's definitely that. Presented it, and it's gone. No, you didn't press first. He didn't say. He didn't add the full stop to the end of his statement.
You went out of the correct order. How dare you?
I cannot process this.
Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe?
Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous.
You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right?
I don't like the way you're looking at me, pal. Yeah, that's right, pal.
But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art.
What do you mean?
Nick, how could you say such a terrible thing?
No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense.
So, in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask Starter Mask would normally go after. I need a new job, pal.
I can't take this abuse anymore, pal.
If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the thief of the sacred urn
Theft.
was not the work of Mask Star de Mask?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But
I'm just surprised you got it so quickly without me having to present 5 other pieces of evidence
however,
first.
Mr. Wright, I don't understand, for we are in a trial for Mask Star de Mask. Are you suggesting that this is not related to this trial? of Mask Star Damask.
Because that's never happened before.
But I can't understand why you'd suggest such a thing, because we are in the trial for Mask Star Damask.
Hey, Your Honor, you remember the trial for the Nickel Samurai and all that? And the Steel Samurai?
And the Quarter Samurai and the Dime Samurai? The Dollar Samurai?
Dollar Samurai.
I'm sorry.
Together they form the Loose Change Force.
Loose change.
Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask Star Damask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
Oh.
This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I'll call it Godot, number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got my mind on right now, Mr. Wright.
What?
If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. Are you sure there's not whiskey in that coffee?
If you're saying it wasn't Mask Star Damask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask Star Damask's methods. A fake. A fake Mask Star Oh god. A fake Star Damask?
Fake Star Damask? That sounds so ridiculous. But I like it.
Now, before I do...
Okay.
A little snicker in the back.
Just like giggling. It's like, I wish I could do that with my coffee. When I want coffee, I would just like it to slide along the desk to me.
That would be a convenient power. Like, I would honestly trade, like, all the cool superpowers for this, the ability to make coffee appear and slide to me when I want it.
Good coffee, though.
Good coffee, yeah.
Not just
Yes,
any
good
coffee.
coffee.
Gotta be good coffee.
Now before
I am, however, going to start calling every different, like, coffee bean or drink of coffee, like, a different number. It's going to be like Taylor 1, Taylor 2, Taylor 3.
Just till I find that sweet, sweet blend.
I'm just thinking of the spreadsheet now.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Wright. Mr. Trite. Trite. Trite.
It's really
Oh
hard.
no, he's going to spill the coffee.
Proof that the person who ordered it, Lordly Taylor, that night was actually a fake. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
It looks like I'm going to have to prove it.
Oh, yes, you are, sonny boy.
I feel like there's a safety shave in here somewhere.
But I've missed the chance.
You idiot.
I need proof that the person at...
I always do it. Sorry, go on.
I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was, in fact, fake Star Damask. Oh, it'll be the records, right? From... Wait, no.
No.
'Cause that's...
Is it the photo? Is it the glossy that Maya bought?
Hold up. Well, yeah, look at both of them. Maybe there's a difference in their appearance. Okay.
Okay. The badge.
Yeah, the big
Oh,
massive
he doesn't
badge.
have the button on the...
Yeah. The big thing at the top.
He doesn't have the ascot.
So, right, so the question is it this one, or is it the other? Or is
Well, you will have to present that, and then it'll be like, what is your proof that this is the fake one? And then you'll show the publicity photo, and it's like, aha! You see? It'll be like, oh no, Mr. Wright, can you point to where on the photo the discrepancy is?
The proof is right here, Your Honor.
Excuse me? The proof is right here.
Yeah, this looks like a photo taken by a security camera. It looks awfully
Very good.
old.
It's well done, Judge. 10 out of 10.
Excuse me.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. It's in black and white.
Huh. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what's so peculiar.
About it.
Wrong button.
It's right here, of course.
You mean Mask Star Damask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at.
Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning?
No, it's evidence.
The
The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
A breach? Here, bailiff! Catch my steed! We need to retreat at once!
Get my steed! What, he's got a he's got a thoroughbred, like, tied up outside.
Yeah, I like to
So
imagine
the judge is actually
got a
just
Mustang.
senile.
He's got a Mustang. A Ford.
Oh, Your Honor, we've discussed this. You're not in the Wild West no more.
No, I've got
You
a
don't
Ford.
have a steed.
I've got a Ford. Car, man, a
bro-
car!
A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on.
A clasp? I see now.
Yeah, but the Mask Star Damask in the security photo. He's got no brooch. He has no brooch.
That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Mask Damask is a fake!
You could say he's a fake Star
Wait.
Damask.
Wait, Taylor, you didn't say the star.
Oh no. And Ron's in the corner just like, oh, you didn't say it. You're a terrible person.
Yeah, I've been fooled again. Damn it. Gosh, dang it.
Order! It's true! Undeniably true! Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? You have never done anything like this in your entire police
I sense
career.
a dock in my pay coming again, pal.
I suspect I'm gonna owe the police money.
I sense I'm in minus wages
I'm
now,
gonna have to
pal.
give them money to continue my employment. I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I
Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Coteau, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? The brooch you're talking about? I ate it for breakfast. Do you mean this?
sorry. Oh no.
We're losing him.
I'm losing. There we go.
That's Mask Star Damask's brooch.
Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the scene of the crime. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue.
Buddha statue? Must mean the Amy Faye statue.
Yeah, why didn't you tell me about that, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pocket. My exceptionally...
Isn't that like a huge breach of like...
exceptionally large pockets. You have no idea how deep the pockets in my trousers are. And I don't care for you to find out.
It's not that. It's basically like the pocket is on the inside of his vest, and the pocket is the full width of the vest.
Actually, those buttons are fake.
Yeah,
They're
it's just one giant pocket.
Yeah, he has to like slide the whole thing off.
I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, It's the safest place for crucial evidence.
This guy is one cool customer.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron DeLight's fingerprints.
What? What? Switching between the three of them. It's always Gumshoe as well. I totally forget the New York sort of thing. I just can't, like, switch into that one quickly.
What? The defense's fingerprints are on the brooch?
Fences?
Defense.
Defense!
Defender. Oh my! I just don't even know what I'm doing.
Touch it.
I'm just going insane. I'm going insane. The scene, the dementia's finally setting in.
Oh God!
Order in the court. Mr. Gateau, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my little metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
I don't want to know what you've been doing with that brooch.
I am now exceedingly uncomfortable, and I wish I had put on gloves before I had touched this.
Don't shine it under a black light.
I mean, it appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. You're right, Phoenix, but what do we do about it? I don't know, Phoenix.
Ha! You mess with Godot.
You get the horns.
And you get burned. That was a good one.
He's been playing me like a violin.
We've been playing me like a damn fiddle.
They played us.
They played us like a damn fiddle.
They played us like a damn fiddle.
Sorry, that's a Metal Gear reference. Oh my goodness.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet.
You've proven your own incompetence.
That's
the judge.
You're using the judge's voice.
That's the judge combined with Gateau. You've proven your own incompetence. I've proven my own incompetence. That's good enough.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good at all.
Bailiff! Bring the next witness into the courtroom.
When did the judge turn into Luke Atmey?
How dare you! Swaddy!
Oh, speaking of which,
Oh, that made my
finally
ears
time for
vibrate.
the ace detective to make his appearance, huh?
Here he is.
Hello. I have returned.
But how will Mr. Atmey compare to Mr. Gumshoe? Perhaps we shall have to find out next time.
Ah,
Oh.
shucks.
It seems like our time has come to a swift end.
Oh no. That's no good.
And so, until next time, people, viewers, watchers, friends.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I know, I was getting to that part.
Okay, you
If
sound
you're
like
enjoying this content, which I hope you are, then don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to ring the bell to get notifications, that would be great too. And of course, don't forget to do the happy dance.
Yay!
Sarah's literally like looking at me
Yeah.
like, don't you forget to say about the dance. Do the happy dance. It will really help us out a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And with that,
We will bid you adieu. Adieu.
Adieu.
So,
Are you ready?
I'm
to
ready.
sign up.
Yeah, let's go.
Off you go then.
What? Oh, is that what it is? I have to do mine first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then. It's been an honor. And a privilege.
Ta-ta for now.
Take care, everyone.